Hey guys, we're doing the Midweek Magic event today, which is called On the Edge. It involves a 60 card deck from the last three sets. That's Crimson Vow, Neon Dynasty and New Capenna. So I've just made... actually I didn't think too much about it. I just picked a deck that I haven't made yet, which is the Ninjas deck. I've played a bit. I played against it quite a few times. Well, it seems pretty decent. And there's one card in particular I fancy trying out. Actually, I haven't thought too much about the deck. I just did a search for Ninja and Rogue, and I put in all the Ninjas and Rogues, and I've got no removal spells. It's 34 creatures, a Planeswalker, and 25 land. We do have Dakuchi Silencer, which can do a bit of removal in a pinch. We can bounce things with Moonsnare Specialist. The card in particular that I was keen to play is called Kotose, the Silent Spider. I've been lucky enough to get 3 copies of this one. So when it's as an enter the battlefield effect, you can exile a card other than basic land from their graveyard, and then you can search their hand, library, and graveyard for that card, exile all of them, and you can even basically get to cast one of them using mana as if it's mana of any color. So it seems pretty powerful to me. Definitely worth a try. And then the rest of the cards, I've got various different ninjas, a few rogues as well that I'm trying out. So I'm trying out Body Launderer, Undercover Operative as well. I had some... Yeah, I got a wild card. I did a couple of Silver Fur Masters because I'm lucky enough to have quite a few uncommon wild cards, so that seemed like a good idea. I thought I'd throw in a few random cards that I'm curious about. So I'll be honest with you, I don't know how Errant Street Artist works exactly. We're going to try and copy something that I've ninjitsu'd. We'll see if a ninjitsu effect counts as a spell that wasn't cast. That's the test today, and once we've figured that out, if that doesn't work, I'll just drop it from the deck. But I fancy trying this out, just in a game rather than just looking it up. We'll find out how it works. And I think the mana curve, I've got some more expensive things. I've got Kotose that I really want to cast, so I've put 25 lands in the deck. It's sort of quite a decent number of lands, quite a generous number of lands. So, and I was just checking. I think I've got a few tap lands. I've got like 9 tap lands, so that probably not recommended if you've got the nice rare multi lands. That would help with your mana curve. With this number of tap lands, you're obviously going to lose a bit of mana quite often in the early game. But this is what I feel I need to run to get the right colours consistently. And the most important one is Silver Fur Master. You want about 14 blue and 14 black sources to be able to consistently cast this guy on turn 2. So that's what I've aimed at basically. Right. And I've just watched the Planeswalker Strongholds video on Midweek Magic. He always puts out a video on the Midweek Magic every week, and he had quite a nice suggestion, which I'm going to adopt today. once you've got to your 3 wins, go back into the queue and just concede 2 or 3 games, just to help other people, you know, who they might be using budget decks, and they're probably, like most of us, they are just looking to they're going after these rare card rewards, and they might be, you don't know, they might be having a tough time of it. So that could help out a couple of random players. So I think I'll be doing that at the well, assuming I can get to 3 wins, of course. We don't quite know if my deck's any good, but I'll give it a try. This guy's had a fast start. He's got a 2-1 on turn 1. Looking like a vehicles deck. Well, that's really interesting. You probably don't see these 2 cards together that often, the Hotshot Mechanic and the Fleeting Spirit. Right, we would like to play a Silver Fur Master. And I think it looks like we're going to just eat 5 damage next turn. And you've noticed we've picked up 3 of our 4 lands are all tap lands. This is going to hurt our tempo quite significantly. But you can play a second. He's not a legendary Silver Fur Master, so they can pump each other to 3/3. Oh, the Welcoming Vampire. That's a pretty good one. So, yeah, play a tap land. Silver Fur Master. Very much on the defensive here. No attacks. Okie doke. We'll chuck 1 in front of the Hotshot Mechanic, and we will eat 5 damage. Very much on the back foot here, and he's probably got. Oh, he doesn't have a combat trick. That's what I was expecting. Right. Yeah, Fleeting Spirit. It's just a cheap, aggressive creature with some upside, I suppose. Traveling Minister as well. Play another tap land. Now, it's not the Silver Fur Master. We'll get them all to 4/4, and then we can beat a Fleeting Spirit. Which is pretty good. If we want to spend 3 mana, we could play a Prosperous Thief, which would get to 5/4. And this guy would get to 4/3. I've got the notion we want a Prosperous Thief because we want to use all the mana we can, I think, and this is a way of putting out something less vital than another Silver Fur Master. We can probably double spell next turn as well. Although we probably want to Moonsnare Specialist next turn to bounce a Welcoming Vampire. And he's gone. Yeah. Another Fleeting Spirit. But that would have killed Silver Fur Master. So, do we take 6 damage? No, I think unfortunately we can't afford to take 6 damage. We'll have to block and trade off Fleeting Spirit. Right, so 5 damage. He's going to push through quite easily here. So, well, he can get 3 damage through in the air. We're going to need 2 blockers on the ground. Just thinking, I don't think we can afford to cast Auto Aura as a spell. But the cards we've got in our hand don't add up to 5 mana. I would say it's a case of Moon's Nest Specialist. Bounce the Welcoming Vampire. And we will just play this as a land. And say go. Not really seeing much of the ninjitsu theme happening, but then against White Weenie, you just have to try and survive, I suppose. See if he attacks with Fleeting Spirit. So this guy can... Oh gosh, yeah, exile 3 cards from your graveyard to gain first strike. Well, that's pretty rough, isn't it? Okay, I think we'll try and trade off like that. See if he remembers to use his ability. He didn't. That's lucky. Right, so we're going to take 3 damage in the air. We can either bounce it. I think we bounce it actually, and then we can hold the fort for a turn. Oh yeah, he can give that +2/+2. Actually, yeah, and he could swing in for 4 potentially. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. So he's going to swing in with that. That doesn't have flash on that aura, so we'll just trade off. There was some line I was thinking of. Well, I suppose the trouble is, yeah, no, I could have attacked, and then ninjitsu'd something, which would bounce this guy back to my hand, and then I could replay him to bounce the vampire again. Instead of blocking this guy, basically, if I'd kept him alive, and he'd be basically, he'd have to be 3/3. I'd have to boost him with Silver Fur Master. But yeah, I'd still be able to... no, then I'd have to pay the mana for Ninjitsu. I wouldn't have enough to replay him. Actually, no, you can Ninjitsu for 1 and then Ninjitsu again. So there was a way of bouncing the vampire again. Okay, we'll just play our biggest stuff that we can. See if we can draw a flyer next turn. Except if he remembers he can play Drogskull Armaments, he just wins. Yeah. Good game. Yeah, seeing Hot Shot Mechanic, I was expecting a vehicles deck, but of course it is just a good aggro white weenie creature. A 2/1 for 1 is pretty solid. Well, we didn't quite find our ninjitsu mechanic that game, but there was it's interesting how we had a little chance at the end there to do a clever ninjitsu play. It's sort of, if I'd not blocked with my the guy who bounces things. See, I'm blanking on the names of these cards. Yeah, Moonsnare Specialist. If I'd not chump blocked with him, actually no, it was a trade. He could have attacked the next turn as a 3/3, and then I could have spent 1 mana to ninjitsu the Moon Circuit Hacker in, and then I could have ninjitsu'd the Moonsnare Specialist back in, and that would have cost a total of 6 mana, because it would have been 2 mana at the start to cast the War Chief guy who boosts ninjas. Right, so this is good enough. We'll keep this. Wow, Eater of Virtue. I've been trying to make a good Eater of Virtue deck. Let's see how this guy's doing. I think maybe white is probably the best colour for it, because lots of creatures have abilities. I wonder which one we go with. I think I'm going to go with the biggest beater. I'm going to go with Nezumi Prowler. But the first game demonstrates how effective really any white weenie deck that just gets out a lot of cheap stuff on curve. Oh wow, right, brilliant. So he's got the double strike ninjitsu guy to give double strike to Eater of Virtue. I think that's quite interesting. So we just have to remember we are going to die against this guy if we attack into it. It's going to be quite challenging to deal with. And we're just going to play something big. Prosperous Thief. I think we'll play the Prosperous Thief. We'll keep the Biting Palm Ninja a secret. And that guy's going to probably swing in for 8 damage, which is pretty good going. Yep. Yeah, I guess he is only 3 mana if you're just casting him normally. So he's not bad. Sure, I'll take 8. Let's see if he's got a bunch of pump spells. That'd be quite impressive. That's a shame. I was hoping he had. He could give him 6 extra power and just one-shot me. That could definitely be a deck. Something is out of there. Okay, he's out of there. Fair enough. Okay. So it was important to not block there, so at least after he casts his removal spell, I can get through with something. So I think we're doing the Dakuchi Silencer here. It will, of course, power up his Eater of Virtue. Yeah, let's discard that. Right. So you can still, after you've dealt damage, you can still ninjitsu things in, which is quite interesting. We'll just play him out. Okay. Now, I've done a little bit of Eater of Virtue stuff, and as I understand it, if this guy dies, it won't put indestructible on the Eater of Virtue. Unfortunately, it doesn't work for any sort of conditional abilities. It has to be a sort of an out-and-out, always-on ability. So he's got double strike. He's going to kill one of these guys, and there's not much. Actually, no. What are we talking about? I've got a Moonsnare Specialist, so we just cast that. And we'll just get in for 4. Right. No, we don't need to want to discard one of those. We can draw a card. Silver Fur Master's a good draw. I think we're going to discard Prosperous Thief. Actually, no, maybe we discard Kotose, because we can't quite cast it yet. And it doesn't actually help us in this situation where all of his creatures are dying and getting eaten up by Eater of Virtue. Right. Okay. Right. Who ninjitsu's for black mana? So the problem we've got here, we've only got 1 blue mana. if I attack, he's going to block. I'd recommend he blocks Dikuchi Silencer. I think then we can bounce a Moonsnare Specialist back. But I think we'll need a blocker so we don't die as well. Okay, yeah, he's definitely dead. Now we could nick one of his cards, but we could also get one more mana, which is pretty good. Right, I can't play that. I'm thinking we want to play another blocker. Biting Palm. I think the Silver Fur Masters are precious, so I'm going to play a Biting Palm Ninja and actually use the treasure. So I'm thinking he's going to probably remove one of them, and we can't let this guy get through. So Search Hacker Mech is going to do the job. That'll kill the Moon Circuit Hacker. Yeah. Now we've got a block. We'll take 12. So it's interesting how much trouble actually killing the double strike guy has got us into. It feels like we should have definitely should have bounced him with Moonsnare Specialist. Okay, we're just dead. Nice. He's exiled all his white cards. Yes, he does have buff spells. There you go. Solid. Okay, another mono white deck with an interesting. This one with an interesting combo. On the plus side, we got to use some ninjitsu there, and our sort of 2020 hindsight moment was, yeah, maybe we shouldn't have killed the double striker when it was equipped with Eater of Virtue. Bouncing it would have been a much better idea. Okay, we've got to see Errant Street Artist. He does have Defender, so can't even attack and trigger Ninjitsu. It's potentially a completely useless card, but we are keen to see what it can do. Okay. Okay, that is 4 colours of mana he has available there. It's quite impressive. Yep, let's take action. Draw a card. Discard a card. I think, yeah, one too many Moonsnare specialists. Play an island. I think we're going to just get out of Network Disrupt out. We can tap a land. And I'm keen to play this because he's got Flash. I'll play that at the end of his turn. Then we can just test out the theory. But yeah, we want something cheaper. Ah, this will be a Shrines deck then, okay. Okay, let's just, it's a 1/1 trample. Right, I think I want to play Takuchi Silencer. Bounce this back. And I want a Ninjitsu Network Disruptor as well. Do I... Yeah, let's discard something. Prosperous Thief could be quite handy here. I think let's bounce. Yeah, that could be quite good as well. Let's discard that one. Draw a card. We didn't have to discard it because it got bounced and then came back in. Okay, that is going to pop something, but it's going to cost 1 mana to pop it. Right, we've got... So that's Death Touch as well. Okay, let's... So we're going to try this... Yeah, it just happened. It didn't give me an option to copy it. But never mind. So it looks like it doesn't work with Ninjitsu. See if I can tap something that's tapped. Yes, of course I can. This can ping for 1 damage. Oh, I can only ping me personally, of course, right. That is good to know. And that is first strike. I think we're just going to hard cast this bouncer. Draw another card off that. Yeah. Cool. Blade. That's going to ping me again. Right. How much damage can we get through here? Get through with. I think we can win. I think we just Moonsnow Specialist. We just hard cast that. Bounce it again. Because we've got this guy who does 1 more damage, which is all we need. Okay, auto pair. And we did it. Okay. Alright, we got a win and we tested something out. Oh, very nice. Talking of double strike, that would definitely be a good one with Eater of Virtue. Pretty good. Right, so now we can change the deck. It was a bit of a long shot that you'd be able to copy ninjitsu spells. But there you go. We can drop that one. We definitely want the 4th Moonsnow Specialist. Those are the MVP at the, so far. Probably, yeah. We don't have... Yeah, we could definitely have another Network Disruptor. And I'd even look at the rest of the deck. In fact, yeah, I think we'd shave maybe 1 Moon Circuit Hacker for another Network Disruptor. There we go. Okay, no blue mana, so that's a mulligan. Okay, that's just about playable. We'll put the Body Launderer on the bottom. Okay. Feel like a Silver Fur Master will get blown up. I think I'm going to play 2 Network Disruptors. One's dead. The other one's dead as well. Fair enough. Okay, let's see if he can deal with a 3 toughness creature. Let's go for the Silver Fur Master and... yeah, I keep forgetting that makes Ninjitsu cheaper by 1. Okay. What am I missing here? He's got a good card in his hand. He doesn't want to lose, I guess. He drew a lot of mountains. It's a nice mountain. Right, sacking that to blow him up. So he did get three. That's 3 voltage surges down. That's something. Okay, I think we swing in. See if he's out of removal. Draw a card. And yeah, let's play the master again. Not Fable. Okay. I think we'd quite like to blow up Reflection of Kiki-Jiki. We'll just send in a Moon Circuit Hacker, but you can obviously trade it off if he wants. Yeah. The Reflection. Yeah, let's just play that out, I think. Okay. Can't stay away. Okay, it's nice that it's got flashback. I've never seen anyone use this card, but seems okay. Right, it's all blue. Okay, this is going to be I'm not sure what this is going to be, but it's going to have enchantments in it. Okay, that is tap land. So I think we'll start with the Thousand Face Shadow. Yeah, we'll just play the tap lands and swing in. Yeah, we could just play Silver Ferment Master and hit for 2. Right, the wolf deck. Okay. Oh, flame burst ball on him, sure. Let's play that. Okay, I think we'll just play a Silver Master again. And this time we can. I mean, it's no specialist. And I think, yeah, bounce a pack song pop. Oh, he's got 2. Yeah, we won't trade off. We do love drawing Silver Masters. Now, for 3 mana, we'd be able to ninjitsu this in. Or we could just Silver Master and... So these things are getting just insanely big. Very, very quickly. Fair enough. I guess we want to try out this concept. Attack with that. Okay, fair enough. Right, let's play out a bunch of stuff. Okay, yeah, that one's pretty terrifying. He is not attacking, that is interesting. Right, well Kotose is a decent sized creature, right? So we'll get up to 6/6. Do we want our own Paxong Pup? Yeah, trouble is I don't have any wolves and werewolves. That's a shame, yeah. But I could get my own Flame Blast Bolt, which could be pretty handy. Yeah, that sounds good. I think we'll just swing in with this guy. Doesn't have reach on anything. Yeah. I'll play Kotose. Finally. Yes, we would like all your Flame Blast bolts, please. Opponent hand. Okay, he's got fight rigging. He's got some horrendously scary things. There's a flame best bolt there. Done. Gets to. Okay. This, yeah, makes stuff bigger. Yep. Fight rigging. And something else gets bigger. Yeah. 5, 6, 6 because beginning of combat on his turn. Okay, fair enough. I think yeah, let's trade here, and I'm gonna trade off a Silver Fur Master at this point. That's no first strike or anything. Oh, he's got of course he's got Short Strike. Silly me. I knew that. I knew that. Think right. So this guy's coming out, and right, we've lost our Kotose things. I wonder if they come back when I do this. We can take Sure Strike out, or we could get. Yeah, that seems like that could be a pretty good thing to get. Permanent library. No, it's only the one. Sure. And search. Yeah, may as well swing in. Or maybe not, maybe not. Maybe we do no attacks. This one does what? Okay, stuff. Right. Okay, and sure, he gets a free spell, so that dies. That was nice, nice burn spell. Sure, take 8, fine. Right, yeah, we only got, okay, can see that one. We only got one black source, so we couldn't double spell to try and defend against the pop. The white weenie deck again. We're going to swing in like that. We're going to do that. Draw a card. Alexander's Lounge. Ledger Shredder. Now we can tap that guy, of course. Swamp. Can trade that, it's fine. And we'll play this guy out. Oh. Silly me, not reading that card, yep. I knew that had something special going on. Okay. We might just get a chance to play another Kotose this game, which is pretty exciting. So I think we'll play Biting Palm Ninja because it's got Menace. He will be able to blow up the Prowler with his initiate if he gets another token on there. Right, Raffine's Guidance, okie doke. Now, I could Kotose the Hopeful Initiate if I want. I think we will go ahead and do this on the Ledger Shredder. So he might have some kind of counter, well not a counter spell, but he might protect it with, oh yeah, I got him, okay. Oh nice, got a nice looking gold hound, right. We will have a little look at the deck again. Having got our 3 wins, but we are not going to forget to... we're going to concede about 3 games, I think, to help people out. Right. So this is the final version of the deck. Of course, we tried out Errant Street Artist, but yeah, Ninjitsu. I guess that's an ability. It's not technically a spell, so you can't copy it. It doesn't give you an opportunity to copy it. So it's going to be other free spells, like with Hideaway. You can get a free spell from Hideaway. Right. Yeah, so we went with 4 network disruptors. This is a good enabler, but as is Thousand Face Shadow, so we've got 6 1-mana flyers. We were using Takuchi Silencer for a bit of removal, as well as Moonsnare Specialist to bounce things. Nezumi Prowler is a bit of a combat trick. You can give Death Touch and Lifelink. I don't think we saw that in action. And we saw loads of Silver Fur Masters. These seem to come in packs. You get like, I was drawing 2 or 3 of these at a time. Prosperous Thief, yeah, helps you build up resources. That can be very useful indeed. I don't think the Biting Palm Ninja got through, actually. We didn't see this guy. We didn't see this guy. Didn't see that guy. Yeah, that we mulliganed and put this guy on the bottom at one point. That's the most we saw of him. But we did play Kotose. But yeah, we got she got killed before we could play our spell. Typically, I saw the person's hand. They had a combat trick, first strike combat trick, and I forgot about it. And yeah. And it took out Kotose, but there you go. Right, so we'll click done there. I think we've got yeah, we've got 9 tap lands in this version. That's a few too many. That definitely slowed me down a lot. So if you can get, you can definitely improve this deck with some more untapped lands. Okay. That looked like a good opening hand. Yeah, we've done our bit for the budget magic community, potentially giving people a few easy wins. Right. So I think that is the that's the video. I think let's actually do one more thing. I was talking about the mana base. I'm just wondering what would that look like in this version of standard. What kind of lands do we have available? Actually, not that many untapped lands, it looks like. So yeah, blue-black are allied colours. So I'm not seeing any allied colour dual lands. So perhaps those are in one of these sets. Yeah, we can't click on them. But what this tells me, if you do have some of these nice untapped dual lands for this event, you're going to be better off with Orzhov, Izzet, or Simic. Trying to think of a name. In fact, yeah, any of these sort of enemy colours, actually, you actually have the untapped lands. Golgari, Boros, Boros as well. There you go. So that, I guess that's a little tip. Right. I think what was the problem with this deck other than the tap lands? I felt like I could have had a few more cheap flyers to enable my my ninjitsu, get a bit of early evasion in, I was running into creatures quite often. A card I quite like, actually, yeah. I tell you what, it's not going to be available, is it? Because it's. I'm thinking of the Raven. Let me just check that. Right. Okay. Tell you what would be good. Ledger Shredder. He's a fairly cheap flyer as well. Avonheart Stabber could work as well. Nimble Larcenist if you want to stretch to 3 colours. That could be a really good card for, I guess, an obscura ninjitsu deck. Really, we just want to look at flying. Cheap flying things in blue and black. Right, Lantern Bearer could do the job. Yeah, we've got these ones. So, yeah, Fairy Vandal. I looked at that, but I thought this guy grows with, you get counters on him. It seems you're not going to want to bounce that guy back to your hand. Got a nice enter the battlefield effect on Courier Bat actually, but you need life gain for it to work, which this deck doesn't really do. Yeah, that would be quite good, Alderan Bloodcaster. Yes, right, high-speed hoverbike actually would be fantastic. It's, yeah, basically a lot like Network Disruptor. I think this is the one I'm missing. So yeah, that's my recommendation for your ninjitsu deck. High-speed hoverbikes. That can definitely yeah. So I could run 10 sort of cheap flyers with 4 of these, and that'd definitely help you get through, as well as tap more creatures down. So it's kind of dual purpose. So you can get it can help you get through on the ground as well. I think that's the thing to go for. In fact, yeah, I've only got one. I'm not sure I want to spend the uncommons right now, but yeah, that's my recommendation. Okay, I think before I ramble on anymore, I think I'll just end the video there with that recommendation. Thanks for watching.